Look at me. See the lines of a life spent searching. Each one a question asked. And this is the answer I found. Now, do not watch. Simply listen. Find the stillness and let us look within. Have you ever watched a thing truly? Not just seen it, but watched it. This flame, for instance, it is a simple thing, yet it is a universe of lessons. It strains upwards, always. It fights the air that seeks to extinguish it. It consumes the oil, turning that which is oil into that which is light and heat. It is transforming. It is becoming. In this simple, flickering tongue of fire, I see the story of everything. I see the story of your own life. You are born in a state of mere possibility, like the oil in the lamp, or the acorn on the ground, or the uncarved block of marble. You are something, yes, but the value, the meaning, the entire point of your existence lies in what you can become. This, I think, is the first and greatest lesson. Life is not a static thing. It is not a noun. It is a verb. It is the striving of potential to become actual. I spent my youth in the shadow of a great mind, Plato. He was my teacher, and the debt I owe him is immeasurable. He taught me to love wisdom. He taught me that the world we see with our eyes is not the whole story. He pointed to the heavens, to a realm of perfect, unchanging ideas. The ideal chair, the ideal beauty, the ideal good. And for many years, I followed his gaze. But the longer I looked, the more my own eyes were drawn back down to the earth, down to the ant moving with purpose in the dust, down to the intricate legs of a fly, the spiral of a seashell, the laws of a city. And here, I found my own path. The truth, I realized, is not hiding in another world. It is here. It is embedded in the very essence, what I call the ousia of the things around us. The potential of the oak tree is not in some distant heaven. It is inside the acorn. The potential of the good man is not an abstract concept. It is the possibility sleeping within every child. My great lesson from this was the profound dignity of observation. To understand a thing, you must look at it. You must hold it, measure it, classify it, and see what it does. I have spent a life looking. I have looked at the gills of fish, the laws of Athens, the tragedies of Sophocles, and the arguments of men. And in all of them, I see the same engine, the drive of potential toward its proper end, its telos. This is the second great lesson. Everything has a purpose, a telos. Not a purpose given to it by a distant god, but a purpose that is the very definition of what it is. The purpose of an acorn is to become an oak tree. That is its good. The purpose of a knife is to cut. That is its excellence. So then, what is the purpose, the telos, of a human being? It cannot be mere pleasure. The grazing cattle feel pleasure. It is a worthy pursuit, but it is not our highest pursuit. It cannot be honor, for honor depends on those who give it, not on the one who receives it. It cannot be wealth, for wealth is only a tool, a means to other things. No. After a lifetime of searching, I have found no better name for it than Eudaimonia. It is a word we translate too simply as happiness. It is not the fleeting joy of a good meal. It is flourishing. It is the vibrancy of a life, lived at its absolute peak. It is the human equivalent of the great, spreading oak, strong and complete in all its parts. It is the highest good, the end for which all other things are merely the means. And this, of course, leads to the most practical and perhaps the most difficult lesson of all. If our purpose is to flourish, how do we do it? The answer is not a secret. It is not a mystery. It is arete, virtue, excellence. But not as a single act. A person who does one brave thing is not a brave person. A person who tells one truth is not an honest person. Virtue, I have learned, is a habit. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, arete, then, is not an act, but a habit. This is where most people fail. They believe virtue is a thing of grand, heroic moments. It is not. It is a thing of daily, quiet choices. And in these choices, the path of excellence is almost never found in the extreme. This is the lesson of the golden mean. In every part of our lives, we are pulled between two vices. Take fear. The one who fears everything is a coward. But the one who fears nothing, who charges a fortified wall with no plan and no support, they are not brave. They are rash. The brave person is the one who finds the mean. They see the danger, respect it, and act rightly, in the proper way, at the proper time. So it is with all things. Between stinginess and wasteful extravagance lies generosity. Between spinelessness and hot-tempered rage lies patience. Between boorish humorlessness and buffoonery lies wit. Virtue is this balanced center. It is the hard-won habit of choosing that middle path, a path guided by reason. With every choice, you chip away the excess, correct the deficiency, and slowly, over a lifetime, reveal the actualized self within the marble. But you cannot do this alone. This is a lesson that took me many years to fully grasp. I have always loved the quiet of my own mind. But a person who is truly alone is not fully human. They are, as I have said, either a beast or a god. We are, by our very nature, politikon zoon. That is, we are social animals, made for the community. We are born to live together. Our virtues are not for us alone. How can you be generous without another to receive? How can you be just without a community to serve? It is only in our relationships with others, in the family, in the marketplace, in the assembly, that our habits are formed and our character is forged. The good life is a shared life. And within that shared life, I have learned that the greatest of all external goods is philia, true friendship. I speak not of the friendships of utility, where people trade favors like merchants, nor of the friendships of pleasure, which fade when the pleasure does. I speak of the true friendship, the friendship of virtue. This is when two people see the good in one another, and in that shared recognition, help each other to become better. It is, I truly believe, a single soul dwelling in two bodies. It is the greatest joy and the most powerful school for virtue that life can offer. So, we have our purpose, to flourish. We have our path, the habit of virtue. We have our setting, the community. What, then, is the highest activity? What is the one thing we do that is most like the gods? It is this. It is theoria, contemplation. Action is necessary. We must be good parents, good citizens, good friends. But the part of us that is highest, the part that is most truly us, is our intellect. To use this, to reason, to understand, to simply know for the sake of knowing, this is the purest form of flourishing. To understand why the stars move in their perfect, silent circles, to grasp the nature of a soul, the cause of a tragedy, the logic of an argument. This is an activity loved for its own sake. It is the most self-sufficient, the most complete, the most divine thing a human being can do. My life has been long. I walked with Plato in his academy. I taught a young prince in Macedon who would weep because there were no more worlds to conquer. I have walked and talked with my own students here in the shade of the Lyceum. And I return to this flame. It is oil, striving to become light. I am a man who was born as potential, striving to become actual. The lesson is this: do not simply live. Do not simply pass the time. See the potential within you. Your purpose, your telos, is to flourish. Your tool is reason. Your method is the habit of the mean. Your arete, practiced every day. Your workbench is the community. Your greatest reward, the highest peak of your being, is to understand. The flame flickers and the oil is spent. But your own lamp, the potential within you, is lit. The path is not a mystery. It is the daily, quiet choice to find the balance, to act with reason, and to build the habits of excellence. Go, then, return to your life, but do not merely pass through it. Strive, flourish, and in all things, seek to understand.